loyalist ghost for making me upset. Every time I plant my feet in Charlottetown, Charlottetown, I blame the loyalist ghost.
Welcome to Danger Canadian Content. This is DCC Productions, live from the Factory Girl on the Danforth. I'm the Moose, and I'm delighted to be able to introduce Shawn Clarke as our guest this evening. Hi.
Hey, how's it going?
Very well, very well. Let's start. The last time I saw you play was at the Trinity Bellwoods Great Heart Festival. Yeah.
Yeah.
Open question: How did you get involved in that? Because it seemed to be a labour of love for you as well at the same time. Is that right?
Well, I've been every. It was the 7th year this year, and I've been every year. And one of the guys who runs it, Mike Juno, I've known for most of that time, but I've never actually played it before this year. So
right, okay.
It just never worked out. Excuse me. And they also, well, I haven't been doing much lately, but through the year they were filming. Like throughout the year at Bellwoods, I did film a band live, and I had a lot of back and forth, but it just never worked out. So finally, when I ran into him earlier this year, I brought it up, and kind of slyly, and he was like, "Oh, I should really have you play this time." I'm like, "That'd be great." So, and then Ben Pearson from the band Stonetrotter, turns out he was helping them this year, so I know him, and he contacted me. Yeah.
Nice. Okay, and you got two people to come up and sing with you as well. Maribel and
S.J. Curtis.
S.J. Curtis, yeah.
And Maribel, Anna, she's wonderful. I met her on a tour a couple years back. I was on tour with a couple guys, and one of them got sick and couldn't do the gig back home in Toronto. And she joined the bill, and she blew me away. She's got a gorgeous voice, and she's a really brilliant songwriter. So
it's interesting. I saw her headline at the Drake about a month ago.
Oh, yeah,
months ago with Brooklyn Duran and.
That's right.
Yeah. And it was absolutely incredible. I mean, I literally stood there stunned. I forgot to make notes, which is not always a good thing. When
yeah, that's a good sign for a good show.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely.
that doesn't surprise me.
She's very special.
Yeah.
So does that sort of collaboration then come? I mean, there seems to be an awful lot of good songwriting circles, to be perfectly honest, in Toronto as well. Not that we've seen a lot of it, but I know that there are particularly songwriting. Is that be a good way of putting it? Songwriting circles.
That happens. I think it's a pretty good community. It can be. I think I've been going out of my way over the last couple of years to be more collaborative because I don't know. I think I'm just less. I just want to enjoy myself, So when I see an artist I really like Anna or SJ or whoever. And I have contact with them, if something works out. I'd like something to work out,
Right.
If I think of a reason for us to get together and play some music, I'll do it, That's the last couple of years that's been kind of important.
Well, it was really funny at the end of the gig. Brooklyn was sitting there. I was just chatting to her about something, and Angela Saney came over and said, the pair of them should write together. And it was like, that sort of collaboration is.
Angela's great for that. I know Angela as well, and she's a workhorse. She's like, from what I can tell, from seeing her, she's really excited to meet people and work with people and stuff. So I wouldn't say that's unique, but she pushes herself really hard.
Yeah, it sort of cracks into a lot of the collegiate, not just collaborative, but the collegiate piece here as well. People working with one another and being part of, people can be part of 3 or 4 bands. You don't tend to get that in the UK. You're in a band,
Yeah, I'm not too sure what the difference would be. I mean, I think nowadays it's not like we have record labels, we don't have to adhere to any contracts or anything, and so why not do what you want to do, And especially nowadays, if you're just putting it on the internet, if you're recording something. Personally, for me, it's just to say I did it, there's a lot of people I've had a chance to play with over the last couple of years that I'm just happy to say I did,
Yeah, no, I get that completely. We just come back from Stuart Park yesterday.
Oh, cool.
And we principally went out there for 5 acts for Saturday, and it was just purely. I mean, they signed Brett Biggles. Yeah. It's just free in the park and up at Perth, and it was great fun. That was something that was really, really good. They produce a really diverse group of people up on stage as well.
Friends of mine were up there and were saying it was a great time. Yeah.
It is. It's really, really good fun.
Cool.
Just take a step back then, in terms of what I first saw you, our very first met was in, I think it was Charlie's Gallery, in a very sort of...
Yeah, for Fest.
It was Twin Fest, yeah. And then you had just released your album, weren't you, at that point? Yeah. So, and at the same time, I think about a week later, you were Toronto Songwriter of the Year.
It was that was that year with Now Magazine.
It was, yeah.
That was a nice shock.
Well, it couldn't come at I suppose it couldn't come at a better time, could it? No. You released the album and your Songwriter of the Year.
Runner-up to be fair, but
okay, fair enough.
But that was amazing. It was a nice surprise. That was very cool to see.
And the album's worked for you. I mean, obviously you're obviously it's a base now for you to work from.
As much as can, I guess.
Nowadays.
Yeah.
But, I know. But what I was going to do, I'll sort of lead in there, sort of new material there, and you're looking at new material as well. From that point of view.
I'm trying to work on a new material for my next album. I'm a very slow writer though. It's kind of the problem. So, like my William came 4 years after my first album, so I'm on track to maybe cut a year off that, maybe half a year off that, maybe 3.5 years. So I write pretty slowly, but I'm trying to make an effort lately to try to get out and do some writing, like going away or something.
It's difficult, isn't it? Because the other thing is that when you look at the audience that you're playing to, we did an interview with Capital a little while ago, and we were talking about the album. And said, well, it's 2 years in, and you're saying, well, we haven't stopped touring it yet. Because that's there's a long way to go with that album, and as with yours to sort of get to new audiences, etc. To work that through. So that works. It's songs in the in progress. Then should we put it like that?
I've got a kind of style that's influencing me right now, which is. Usually the songs come first, but right now I've got kind of an idea of how I want the album to sound, which I think is a good start. And I have a handful of songs that may make the cut, some that need to be changed and edited, some need to be rewritten. So that we'll see. I also recorded with my friend David Clarke. We recorded an ambient record in January that we've been kind of sitting on. We just have to master it and then figure out what to do with it. So if you know any ambient record labels, I don't know the scene. So
no. Well, there's I suppose it'll come to me. But there's one group you probably know, Joe, who runs Mechanical Forest Sound.
Oh, I know Joe, and I actually did reach out to him and ask him
if he
knew any labels, and he did send one that I'll try to get a hold of.
I suppose, the only other one I was close to was Absolutely Free. I don't know whether they recorded it. Their label. I mean, I very much love that album.
Yeah, they released their album on Arts and Crafts.
Right. Okay. That might be in terms of where to go. So,
anyways, that's kind of.
No, that's cool.
I need something to do. And then David's really talented, and we just kind of both had the same ideas. We're just like, okay, let's just go do something. We went up to Curry's and Graveners and recorded.
Right.
I got together. I think it's a pretty solid record, like really nice instrumental, ambient, kind of acoustic ambient stuff. But maybe this is the last anybody will hear of it.
No. I'd like to hear it apart from everybody else.
Yeah.
Talking about hearing about it, your ukulele. Can I call that an experiment or?
Sure.
People listening won't understand what I'm talking about necessarily. So can you just give me a little bit about what that ukulele looks like?
Like 2 years ago. So I guess it was the Christmas from 3 years ago. 3 Christmases back. My partner got me a ukulele, and I kind of know myself to be a little lazy when it comes to learning things, so I wanted to give myself a reason to learn it. So I came up with this idea that I didn't think through very much, where I would just learn a cover on the ukulele every week, record it, and put it up online. And I did that for the whole year. I don't think I missed any. There might have been a couple that were late.
I seem to remember there was one point you were pretty sick.
But it worked out.
But
I did a Tom Waits cover, and it worked out perfectly. It was like it was a stroke of genius. My voice fit perfectly.
Well, sometimes it's timing, isn't it? Timing is everything.
Exactly,
I mean, in terms of gigs as well. Obviously, getting to wider audiences. Bellwoods was tremendous. There was a lot of people there as well.
Really
I mean, we managed to get all 3 days, and there was a goodly number of people there. time, which is quite fantastic.
It's a great idea. Yeah.
But I know you played a couple of other festivals recently. Is that right?
This year wasn't very busy, but last year I played the first Roots North Festival up in Aurelia, which was a wonderful festival. They did their second year this year, which I heard went really well. And that was a great show. I got to play kind of one of the main stage night with Jerry Lucier, who's a good friend of mine, and so that was nice to hang with him. And Mo Kenny, who I think is wonderful. She's just the coolest person in the world. So I was really excited to play and like hang out with her backstage, and like, you know, I played her guitar and she played my guitar, and I was just like, this is so cool.
Sometimes it's just enough to be in the presence of people that you really like to be with, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, yeah.
And when you're having fun, then there's nothing better than that.
I agree, and I mean, that's what it's kind of for. I'm not going to make any money doing this. I should at least.
Well, that's the trick, isn't it? In terms of, you know, getting paid, you know, for what you do. I mean, it doesn't matter whether it's you or us or, you know, wherever it is. You know, it is that exposure. You know,
and you better love what you're doing, or else what's the point?
I get that too.
Yeah.
We'll have a conversation about that one offline. Yeah, definitely. No, you have to love what you're doing. I think that's the key to making it work. Yeah. Certainly. Okay, so in terms of gigs, upcoming gigs, have you got stuff lined up for the rest of the year? Or?
This year, I'm kind of slow. I don't really have much this year. I think this year's been kind of weird for playing. I've been kind of, I don't know, not really. Because I haven't really known what to do, you know, like I didn't have a direction, you know, I haven't really like booked a lot of shows.
No, that's right.
So I don't have too much coming the rest of the year that I can think of.
Unless the ambient no one gets a record company.
Yeah, so that happens, and who knows? I mean,
yeah, well, exactly.
Ideally, I'd love to get overseas, over to Europe at some point. Play some shows.
Well, that would make sense. I mean, you know, from a UK festival point of view, there are so many brilliant small, not even small folk, but good folk festivals to go to. Yeah, and that's something. You know, there's a couple of places certainly that, you know, you from a personal point of view, you would be absolutely perfect for. So you know, we can do that. Yeah, definitely. And we've got, you know, because we were running around such a lot in the UK. Mostly attending and then trying to wake up with hangovers, etc.
Sure,
that works too.
Yeah, festival life. Okay.
Absolutely, it's all good. It's all good. Right. Okay. So that sort of concludes our first part about and then we're going to run into the almost tragically called speed round of doom.
Okay. Cool.
So these are almost the first thing that comes into your head. It doesn't matter what it is.
Get my hand on the buzzer.
Okay. So the first one up is what pizza would most clearly describe your personality?
What pizza? Oh, jeez, that's tough.
You vegetarian? We've had a lot of vegetarian pizzas, if I'm honest.
I'm going to tell you what kind of pizza I love, and this is totally me skirting the question. I was introducing friends to this pizza. I love a chicken, pineapple, and black olives pizza.
Wow, cool.
Really big fan of that. So I guess I'll pick that.
That's good.
I just like to
that's all good. It doesn't matter. There is no wrong answers here. Okay?
I like the company of that pizza, I guess.
That's definitely all good. We have one here. It's it has some interesting things. Would you pick, if you had to choose, one horse-sized duck or 100 duck-sized horses? Which one would you go for?
Okay. Am I fighting them or like hanging out with them?
You're probably hanging. You're probably
just
chilling. Chilling with them.
Okay. The duck-sized horses sound adorable. I think like I wouldn't get sick of like just kind of like wrestling with them.
No. That would be good. And they could just go off and graze when you got a bit busy. You know, that sort of thing.
Sure, exactly.
No, that's good.
I like that.
That's good. The next one does draw a little bit. Hamsters or tarantulas?
Hamsters or tarantulas?
Yeah.
I'd say I'm a hamster guy.
A hamster guy, yeah.
I'm not scared of spiders.
No.
But I don't have a lot of interest in them.
Just because there may be too many of these in the world, should Canada Goose nuggets be served in McDonald's?
If they're tasty,
yeah. If they're tasty, yeah.
I mean, I don't put up a lot of fight against certain animals becoming food.
No, I think if there's a lot of them.
Yeah, if there's a lot of them and they actually taste good and it's like and we're not gonna like destroy the population by
No.
eating them, and
It's good to know. Uniquely Canadian.
Yeah,
I can almost. They'll probably end up using the
I
term.
don't think they'll sell very well, but I have no
No,
ones.
that's true. If you had to get in a car with anybody living or dead and drive across Canada, so you could pick anybody you wanted to, living or dead, just a fascination to spend time in their company. And you were on Highway 7. Yeah. Is there anybody who comes to mind? It doesn't have to be a musician. It could be anybody. Yeah.
Oh, good question. I used to. There's two people, when people ask me your three people you want to talk to. I usually don't pick someone who's dead, but two of those people have since passed away. But I would love to spend a long time talking with Roger Ebert, because I'm a movie buff, and he was also a very brilliant thinker, and he lived some really interesting things in his life. So he would have been really interesting. And the other one was David Bowie. David Bowie, I would love to have chatted with. That would have been something. I'm sure he has some stories, or had some stories.
True. I would love to. It was still in the present. Actually, have some stories. Wouldn't that have been excellent?
Yeah.
Okay, and next one's slightly bizarre, but we go for it anyway. If we got to lots of, sadly, Bowie included, lots of musical celebrities have passed away. Lots of celebrities have passed away. But if you had to pick one of them, of these five, who was going to be next? This means, I know, Van Morrison, Johnny Rotten, Kanye West, Bob Dylan, or Sting.
Oh, okay. I think a lot of people say Kanye West, but I actually think he's great. I would take Kanye West over Johnny Rotten any day nowadays.
Okay, fair enough.
It's an embarrassment to the punk Johnny.
Fair enough. As I said, there are no bad answers with this. It's all what.
I mean, he dies peacefully, right? This is just.
Absolutely, yeah. He doesn't get killed. He doesn't get killed by being run over by a duck-sized horse.
Good.
Something like that.
Good,
That would be just tragic, really. And then, which vegetable do you think? Obviously, we know Toronto's called Hogtown.
Yeah.
Or no, it was known as Hogtown. But which vegetable would best describe Toronto?
Vegetable.
If Toronto had to have a vegetable to put it out there, which one would it go for? Yeah.
Toronto. Jeez, that's a tough one. Goodness. I just keep thinking of an eggplant, but I don't know why.
That's really strange. We have had eggplant.
Have we?
Yeah.
And what was the reasoning?
Yeah, I don't know. It's just that eggplant seems to be the that's fine.
Sure.
Yeah, absolutely. No, that's all good.
Yeah.
And lastly, because ketchup or brown sauce?
Ketchup, because is brown sauce like Worcestershire?
No, like HP sauce.
HP sauce. Yeah, I come from a ketchup family. I put that stuff on everything, whether I should or not. So ketchup.
It doesn't matter if you should or not. It's there. That's all good.
I can't have breakfast
That's
without. Can't have like bacon and eggs without ketchup.
Fair enough. Okay. Well, that's going to bring us to the end for today. So, first of all, we'd like to thank Shawn very much indeed. Thank the factory girl here at the Downfall. Obviously, all of your details will be up in our closing credits. So, I'll explain a little bit more about the way that works later. Thank you, obviously, again to, as I said, the factory girl. Details of the YouTube link will come out, as will the actual naming content site. Until next time, thank you very much indeed.
10 years ago we drank a lot. My friends and I drank plenty. I couldn't say the bills we paid. I only know that there were many. 10 years ago we laughed a lot.